Hello, my beautiful Sagittarius. All planetary placements and cross watchers. Welcome to your April 2022 tarot reading. As always, just a little bit of a reminder. This is not a personal reading. This is a general read. There may be parts that resonate. There may be the whole thing that resonates. Maybe none of it resonates. So, just take what resonates, leave the rest behind. Feel free to reverse the roles as well. Male, female, your energy, their energy. Okay? And I want to take a moment to say thank you for all your likes, shares, and subscribes. I'm truly, truly grateful for all the positive energy, all the likes. You know, I'm truly grateful to my tribe. So, what we're going to do is we're going to get into your overall energy. Then we're going to get into your big spread. So, let's go ahead and get started here. This is the Psychic Tarot. And this tarot, I read it more like an oracle than a tarot deck. It's interesting that this deck has chakra cards, but has no court cards, which I find extremely interesting. Okay, let's see what... Oh, okay, they got all your cards. You got 5 of them out here. Damn! Sagittarius, damn. Okay, you have... Okay, so let me just lay these out. I'm going to get your cards, and then we're going to get into your energies. I'm going to get into the reading. Some of you, okay, they're telling me right off the bat that you have to stop trapping yourself in the past. It's like you're going back in time like a time machine, but you never come forward. You're not coming forward and moving into the present, if that makes any sense. Okay. So for the potential outcome, you do have some... Got 3 cards there. Wow. Okay. Oh, they're telling me the other deck first. What deck do you want? They want this deck. Okay. Okay, Spirit. I had another deck in mind, and they said, nope. I try to plan my decks, but sometimes it changes. When I start the reading, then I get scrambling looking for a particular deck because Spirit says, this is the deck you want. Okay, let's see what else we have here. This is one of my favorite decks that I know I'm eventually going to have to replace. Chronicles of Destiny. Guardian of Books. You know, I feel like some kind of an apprenticeship. Learning something new, Aquarius. I wanted to call you Aries for some reason. I don't know if any of you are dealing with an Aries or if you have Aries placements. Okay, and we have Lady Summer. Resolve. Interesting. Because you do have the Ace of Swords here, which indicates triumph and success. Very interesting. Now we go to the Lenormand. Okay, you have the Bear. The Clover. Summertime might be playing a role in this. Just saying. Luck changing by summer. And we have the scythe. Interesting that we have cutting objects. Things, objects, swords, knives, scythe, you know, things that cut. So that's very interesting. And a cross and anchor. You know, some of you, there might be some kind of situation concerning your inner security. I get this insecure energy. Okay, let's see where this is going. But I do see something happening over here towards a potential outcome. That is positive. Okay. As I said, there are some changes that is occurring on the financial front. Your money, your finances. Right now, you kind of entering into April, you may be feeling the pinch. There may be some financial restraints. They're kind of showing me like a bare refrigerator, cupboards getting bare, running out of supplies. You know, oh, okay, like they need to show me that. They showed me a bathroom with one roll of toilet paper left. You know, it's that energy of, okay, I need stuff. I'm running out of stuff. I don't have the money. Where am I going to get this? Okay, I feel that there's been definitely this financial struggle here going on. There seems to be a lack of. So it's like lacking in necessities is what they're showing me. Okay, and Guardian of Books is making a decision. Some of you, this might be dealing with some education or some school, or this could be a work situation. The Guardian of Books is like more or less, I almost feel, doesn't always mean a student, but I feel like a student. Maybe a student of life. But the Guardian of Books represents the workplace, represents dedication. I feel, Sagittarius, you are very dedicated to whatever you get involved in, whatever you put your heart and soul into something, whether this is in relationships or in the work. Okay, I'm hearing like that maybe you are overworked, underpaid type of energy. I feel like that you've earned your place, your status, but maybe you've been overlooked, they're showing me. There seems to be this sense of disappointment here. There may have been promises that was given to you by the boss. We have the Bear card. And Bear card is sometimes something big. It could be protection, mother bear. It could also be a business owner or a boss. So, and it's a number 15. They're drawing me to the number 15, which is the number of the devil in the major arcana, which seems to be a negative attitude, a negative energy. Maybe a boss that is overbearing, that doesn't stick by their word. It's like they went back on their word on something, and you have this sense of disappointment. You have this sense of disgust. They're showing me here in my ball here. They're showing me, they wrote the word disgusted. So you may be disgusted on where you're at, and you're kind of feeling a bit stuck. You know, gas prices, prices of goods, prices of groceries, everything is going up right now with all the uncertainty in this world. And you're no exception. You may have been in a space of comfort at one point, but your pay is not going up with the cost of living. So now you're kind of finding yourself needing to save, needing to pinch pennies and cut things out. Okay? Now, moving forward, deception and envy. I feel like that this is a problem that you are dealing with because you're finding yourself in a very compromising financial situation. And you might be looking at some co-workers, or you might, this is like a resistance or a challenge for you. That you have a problem because you're looking at these people, your neighbor, your friend, a family member, or a co-worker who may not be struggling as much, and you might be envious. It's like, if only I could be in their financial shoes. You know, and they're telling me, as far as the a deception here as well, is looks are deceiving. That person that you're looking at, that you're envying, that you wish you could be like them, maybe wish that you had their position, had their paycheck. But along with their paycheck comes their expenses. If you see where I'm going with this, there's an element of deception, like, don't judge a book by its cover. All because they appear to be successful, like they're making more money than you, doesn't mean they're more financially off than you. Because some people, they don't have discipline, Sagittarius. They want to live beyond their means. So what I'm picking up is that there is somebody that you are looking at, wishing that you had that paycheck. Maybe it is somebody that promotion that you were promised may have went to somebody else, and you might be envying them for that. But you know what? Their cost of living went up as well because they don't know how to manage their money. They have more bills than you do. So essentially, they may actually be worse off than you, but they put up this good front because they don't want the world to know that maybe they're struggling financially. Okay? Summertime, you may be looking at summertime as being, oh my God, summer's just so far away. I don't know if I can hang that long. But with this Clover card, your luck is changing, and I'm hearing by summer. By the time the summer season hits in June, you're going to be in a different financial spot. This may be because of some actions that you take, some, like finding that resolve, and the resolve is finding a solution. So I feel you are going to be in this energy where you're going to find a solution to your problem, okay? And you're going to find an answer. I feel very strong that an answer is coming to you, okay? And Lady Summer, she is very blessed, very abundant. There is a sense of celebration. Okay? And I'm really feeling that this is something blossoming in your life. You're going to be reaching your prime, even if you don't see it now. A lot of celebrations, a lot of cheerfulness. There's cheerfulness. Why they use that word? Okay, I would say happiness, but they say cheerfulness. And this is about, they want to remind you to make hay while the sun shines. Okay? This is about strengthening your finances. You know, in a time of plenty, save is what they're saying. Because they're telling me that everything is going to be changing in your world. You're going to be blossoming. You're going to be creating this new reality, if you will. Okay? Because your luck is changing. You're going to be prosperous. They're spelling it on there, and I'm like, okay, look, I'm trying to get it out. And there's going to be a time of plenty this summer. But when during that time of plenty is a time to put money back, put some savings back for if you find yourself you know, in a pinch again, you have something to fall back on. Okay. Now moving forward, we have this trapped in fear. So this is somebody who's really trapped up in their head. It's like you're feeling paralyzed. Feeling stuck, like every time you make a turn, you run into a block. But with the Six of Cups here, memories of love, they're kind of touching on here a little bit about your relationships. Okay? And this could be your work relationships as well. It doesn't have to be romantic. But this is somebody being very nostalgic, remembering the good times. But Sagittarius, you have a tendency to really get stuck in your head over here. To kind of, that time machine, going back in time, going over the past, going over a past situation, maybe a past memory. You know, it's like your happy place is where you feel good. But it's okay to visit that place, but it's not okay to stay there. And when you go back to that place, you almost get trapped there because you lose this sense of reality of the present day, where you're at in the now. And by doing that, you're sabotaging your future. You can't make, you're not in the mindset of making plans for the future, of moving forward, when you get stuck in the past. They really wanted to highlight that, not to get stuck in the past. Now, we also have the Resolve card I've already kind of slightly introduced. This is that answer. This is that finding a solution, a final resolve. Okay, this is, even if this means taking this sword and cutting something out. You're picking up your sword. They're telling me you're picking up your sword. You're ready to do battle. You're ready to cut things that are not necessary out of your life. You're ready to move forward. Maybe cut the ties. They're showing me cutting that tie that is tying you to the past. That keeps you reliving the past and wanting to stay in the past and not progress, not advance forward. And we got the Ace of Swords here with that. You know, the Ace of Swords, and it's funny, I didn't pick this up right. Usually I would have picked this up right after the Memories of Love card. But it happened to fall after this, which is a sense of victory and accomplishment. This is turning over a new leaf. This is taking that sword. It is a double-edged sword. And I feel that even if it's painful, you're finding that courage here to cut something off or cut somebody off. I feel like you are making changes. You are separating. They're showing me some wheat here. Separating the shaft from the wheat. Okay, it's kind of like cutting away the bad parts, the negativity. And when you do that, it brings you victory. Okay. Wow, this is kind of pretty deep here to a point. You do have on the surface some of the mundane things deals with your workplace, but you got something deeper going on here. So we're going to dig deeper. We're going to get the horoscope spread, and I'm going to clean up these cards, and I will see you back here in a moment. Okay, moving on to your main spread. Okay, I think I'm going to do this the easy way for laying your cards out. Okay, I'm setting my intentions on the order. Okay, first card out. Okay, we have the Four of Cups. Two of Swords. Six of Pentacles. The Sun. Seven of Pentacles. Okay, I gotta move these over just a tad. Okay. Oh, okay, okay. I like seeing this in the reverse. Because you had it, the Eight of Swords energy in a potential outcome in the upright of being caught in the past. Now we have the Eight of Swords, but in the reverse here. I like that energy. And that is in your fourth house of home. You know, your home life, your family. You know, I like that energy. Nine of Pentacles. So, yes, Aries, things are definitely Aries. I said it again, Sagittarius. I swear somebody's dealing with another fire sign. I swear somebody's dealing with an Aries somewhere. Four of Wands. I like it. This is not looking that bad. It really isn't. Queen of Wands. Three of Pentacles. So I would say you're fine. You're going to be victorious. Your finances are definitely going to be improving in April. The Death card. Okay, immediately, another thing I give. This is not going to be for everybody. This is a little bit specific. They're kind of showing me a dispute over an inheritance. Okay. I don't know what that's about, but there's some kind of a dispute over an inheritance. Family dispute for some of you. And we have the Temperance card. So there is some sense of healing over a dispute that may have involved money, may have involved inheritance. Because there's money all over this. Yeah, there's some kind of betrayal here. We have that right in the center of the spread. So, as I look at these cards, before digging really deep, I am getting the image of a money financial issue, of a sense of disappointment and betrayal with the Ten of Swords here. But that is ending. That's coming to an end. There seems to be some sense of release, a sense of healing, getting on the same page, trying to make peace and having a truce between you and this other person or these other people. So I do feel that there's going to be a truce. A ceasefire, if you will. Okay? I feel like coming into agreement. There might, when I kept saying Aries, there might be an Aries female involved. I'm just saying, just for whoever that resonates with. But for some of you, it may not be an inheritance. Excuse me. But simply a dispute in your work, your social standing, your social circle, your career. But there is a sense of stability coming about. Okay? So, In the first house here with this Four of Cups, you know, this is almost like there's all these empty promises here on this card. Let me hold this up again. The empty cups. Okay, but now out of the blue, here it comes again. And you're not exactly looking at it because you're like, how many times do we have to go through this? You tell me you're going to do this, but it never comes to pass. It's like that doubt setting in. And this is somebody who's also very dissatisfied. So you are definitely in that energy of not being happy with somebody or a situation, work, family, whatever. Okay? Not being happy because you were giving more than what you were receiving. Your finances, this is your second house. This is the things that you value. Your physical property, your bank accounts, etc. It's like there was more going out than what was coming back. And you're paying and paying and paying. As I was saying, you know, the rise, the inflation. You know, your pay was not increasing, but your cost of living was. Which kind of left you in that Five of Pentacles energy where you were feeling a lack of even some essentials. You're like, oh my God, am I going to have to start using leaves outside to wipe my ass? You know? Because even the price of toilet paper is fucking ridiculous. You know? And that's the energy that I'm getting. But there is definitely some seeds. You're definitely assessing your situation here. In your third house, this is short-term, short-distance travel, and this is also communication. Okay, this is the house that it's Mercury. Okay, I'm feeling like you're really going over and looking at things. And let me do this here. This is, if this is you here, this is your house. This is a house of Sagittarius, okay? You know, this is your Aquarius house. This is your analyzing, crunching the numbers, becoming extremely focused. You're taking the emotion out of things, and you're trying to take a very logical viewpoint. You may be even going to that boss and telling them, hey, this ain't working. You know, I'm looking. So in this Seven of Pentacles, this person is definitely evaluating and looking at all those pentacles. It's almost like you're looking at other options in April. Some of you, if you're not looking to change your job, you might be looking for some passive income or other streams, multiple streams of income to make ends meet. I'm hearing Grubhub. I don't know, maybe some people are thinking about, I mean, I do that kind, I do food delivery. Grubhub is one of my apps that I use. But it's like, because it is in the house of travel and the house of communications. Okay, electronics, communications. Some of you might be looking to diversify your income by supplementing it with something like gig work. Doesn't have to be Grubhub or DoorDash. It could be anything, any kind of gig work, but some kind of gig work potentially here. And and you're really fired up about this, because it is actually across from the Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands is a fiery energy. That Queen of Wands is very ambitious. She goes after what she wants. Okay? She makes shit happen. She waits for nobody. She is I'm hearing you're like a little firecracker here. in April. I think you're coming up with this idea. She's holding the Ace of Wands. She has this idea. And you're really looking at your options in regards to this idea. And I think you are going to run with it. With the Death card over here, there is an ending, a transformation, a change happening. And it is across from your money house. Okay? And this is other people's money. Or this is an ending. Sometimes this is a loss. I feel like you're recounting your losses and you are ending a phase of your life. Some of you may actually really be going through. And, you know, this card here is across from your money house. And it also squares, you know, your stability. It squares the sun. It's like you're finding your passion, I feel. And you're going to branch off and do something that you're very passionate about. And you're going to get your rewards. Okay? But there's definitely a change or transformation that is happening in your life in general. Sometimes, okay, the 8th house, you know, some astrologers say that that is the house of sex. I think it possibly could be. I see the 5th house of pleasures more as a sex house than this. I see this as a transformation house. I see this as the death, transformation, what is changing. Okay, and, you know, I can hear other astrologers yelling at me right now. No, 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 that's not how you read that house. I read it the way that Spirit has showed me to read, to make it simplified for me. Because I'm not an astrologer. Okay? But there is this huge change that you are making in your life. And you are ending something. Remember that Scythe card? You know, and the resolve. I think the answer that you, or conclusion that you've come up with, the resolve to resolve your issue means you had to make a major change. So you're doing a whole 180 here. And you're going in a new direction. I am going to pull clarifiers on this. I just feel called to pull clarifiers. Okay. Yeah. Okay, we got the Page of Wands. The Page of Wands is indicating that spark, that idea. You're running with a new idea. There's a sense of enthusiasm coming in April. A sense of excitement over this new journey. Got Temperance card here as well. So it's going to restore balance. You're going to bring about a sense of harmony to you. A sense of peace of mind. I'm getting this creative venture. Because Temperance is also creativity. Using your creative mind. This could be art or some kind of artsy thing, craftsy thing, woodworking, anything dealing with the arts. Even with this in the communication house, this could be indicating communication, electronics, graphic design. If you recall that I kind of saw a student or a little bit of studying in the first part of the reading. Maybe some of you are studying up on how to use Photoshop or Adobe Illustrator or something to learn how to do some digital art. Maybe you're getting into digital art. Maybe you want to branch out and be a freelance graphic designer. Maybe you're furthering your education. That's for some, or maybe you're in a craft. Maybe you make jewelry, or you're a painter. But there's something there that is that you are very passionate about, that you are going to run with. Okay? Now, as we move forward here, House of Pleasure. This is what you do for fun. There's a lot of celebration. This is the home. Okay? Oh. I skipped over this. Thank you. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you. They're showing me that release of that Eight of Swords, getting out of your head. And it is, you know, going around these. There is a pattern here. This is that healing. I feel that in April, you're finally going to have that peace of mind. You're going to be able to put something to rest here. Blocking something out. In April, you're going to get that boost of enthusiasm and confidence that was needed to get you out of your head and out of the past and get you to stop dwelling on your past mistakes. And there's a dent in this card. Imperfect. And not worrying about being perfect. Oh my God. I just noticed this, that in my card, there's a little blemish, almost like from a pin or something. I didn't notice that before. You're not going to be able to see it on screen, but it is right above her heart. It's right at her heart, like her heart chakra. Okay? So it's like they're showing me your heart was pierced. But you're not letting that control you or rule you anymore. There's a healing here. Healing of your heart. Healing from disappointments. This is a beautiful reading here, Sagittarius. Beautiful reading. You're picking yourself up again. They're showing me this Ten of Swords. Being down and out. Being betrayed. Being hurt. But with this release, you are picking yourself up again. And you're going to be very abundant. Very independent. You are on top of the world. The energy that you're putting out there is, I'm back. I am back in the saddle again. Oh man, I love that. That is a perfect title, by the way. I'm back in the saddle again. That's the energy that I'm getting here. And you have been in the energy of not really going out, being closed up, stuck in the house. Okay? Let me draw. I almost spilled my fucking coffee. Woo! And then we've gone over a whole box of cards. That would not have been pretty. You would have heard a lot of cuss words coming out of my mouth. Anyhow, let's see. Let's get clarifiers on this. Four of Wands, please. I almost feel, yeah, because the Sun card is mirroring it over here. Lovers. Choice decision. So, I'm going to flat out fucking say it. You might have a booty call in April by a Leo, maybe. I feel like I gotta say this, Sagittarius, because you're in your own house up here, by the way. Your house is this is Sagittarius energy. I've got to fucking say this because this is just so funny. You're trying to resist somebody, but that little urge, you know, is very powerful. So there is a chance of a booty call that actually could lead to more if you gave it a chance, but you're kind of him-hawing about it. You're trying to resist this person, and it is fucking hard. Okay? This person makes you laugh. This person makes you feel good, makes you feel like a kid again. Now, they just showed me something else. They're bringing me back to that Six of Cups energy that was over here. This could be a karmic connection from the past returning. Okay? For a night of fun. So, you know, you have to weigh the pros and cons on this. This person is an ex for a reason. They may conjure up the good old days, the memories, come back to the surface, the feel-good memories. This is what Spirit is talking about. it's okay to visit, but don't get stuck in the past. Because you're on your way to releasing that. You don't want to get yourself, like going into May, getting caught up in that energy again. Just saying. Okay, moving forward. We have the Three of Pentacles here in the 6th house. Okay. Let me see something here. That is the house of Gemini. That is the house of, duality. That could be a partnership in business, in your everyday life. Leveling up. By the way, this is Taurus energy over here. House of Taurus. So for some of you, it's about your stability. You could be dealing with a Taurus from the past, just saying. But over here, there seems to be recognition in your work. Okay, the 6th house is the house of career. Not career, I'm sorry, work. It is the house of, it can also be your children. It's your mundane everyday life. Okay? And with being the Three of Pentacles, this is a cooperation, a collaboration, working with others, working on a team. And this could go 2 different ways, actually. For some of you, you might be interviewing. Because over here, you were looking at other opportunities and other options. So you could be going on some interviews in April. Because you're ending something. There's this great change. But whatever this is, you are definitely leveling up your game. Your financial status. There's a sense it's going to lead to financial independence. This is at the top of your chart. Come on, it's going to lead to financial independence. Whatever this is, okay, there's going to be an offer come out of the blue that you're going to interview that is going to lead to financial independence, which is why there is an ending. You're probably going to be leaving a job. I feel more like that this month of April is more about your career goals and leveling up, advancing in your career. And there's just that slight undertone of love and romance. I've seen other readings that I've done already that it's been flipped, where relationships was highlighted and career money was just an undertone. But for you, it's all about your career. This is all about your ambition in life. Because over here in your partnership house is Temperance. This is a card of Sagittarius. Okay, this is combining, and this is partnerships. Now, because outside of the 5th house of pleasure, of a little bit of a booty call, there could be a healing situation with this person of the past, and you guys could possibly try again. That's not for everybody, that's for some. Others of you, this has nothing to do with love and romance. The house of partnerships is not always domestic partnerships. Okay, you could be coming together on a creative project with somebody else. And I swear it's another fire sign. And there's this sense of independence, this collaboration that is going to bring great growth and great abundance. Okay? We've already kind of went over this death card. That is that change that is happening, that you're following a passion. And you're very enthusiastic about this change. You're ready to start mixing and creating. There's some kind of creative venture that you're going on. Okay. Now, 9th house. Okay, the 9th house could be a higher education. It could also be in regards to travel and spirituality. Your spirit. Okay? you're becoming extremely enthusiastic. You're on fire spiritually. Very confident. And it's leading your confidence. That is so, so important here, Sagittarius. Your confidence is what's going to lead you to this success. Remember when I was talking about that energy exchange? When you doubt yourself and you don't know how you're going to manage, and I say this all the time, you attract like energy that you put out. And you're putting out positive vibes and you're getting that back in return. You're still the sense of independence. And the reason why I say that you're single, or you may stay single, and this might be dealing more with business than romantic partnerships, because it's almost like the choice of decision of a romantic partnership is there. It's like somebody wants to heal and come back, but you're deciding on, do you want to keep your independence or do you want to partner up? And I'm almost feel inclined that you're quite happy with that booty call, keeping it casual, because you were so focused on your finances and business and advancing your career in April. So, love related, I see the booty call, I see a little bit of fun. Okay? A hot steamy night in the sack, you know? That's what I'm seeing. Possibly going out, having some fun, leaving the house, going having some drinks, going back to your house or their house and having a little bit of fun. That's kind of what I'm seeing here. But I see that the main focus that you're focusing on is your career in April. And when we move to the center, this is we kind of touched on a little bit of this over here, but the Sun card in your acquaintances, in your groups, and your friends. This is going out and having that good time with the Sun card. And it's like, when you walk into the room, you just light it up, man. All eyes on you, Sagittarius. You just light the fucker up. You know, you shine. You're going to be shining in your social circles. And people are going to be like, damn, what's up with Sagittarius? Okay? And remember that envy card? They're kind of pointing that out to me here. Because, you know, I scry in my crystal ball as I read the cards. They're pointing that card back out to me, that you were envious of somebody else. But really, it was a deception, because that person was actually, debt to income ratio was so far out of whack that they were worse off than you, really. Okay? But they're pointing that card out again because you're going to light up that room. You're going to show your success in April, and people are going to be envious of you. Another good title for this video. You're back in the saddle again, and everybody's envious. All eyes are on you. Wow. This is great, Sagittarius. Can I trade you readings? I want this reading. I want this fucking reading for myself. Okay? Now, in your 12th house, those are things that are hidden, things that are like the undercurrent, the shadow side per se. Sometimes this is where we have to face a darker side of ourselves. Sometimes it could be things that are actually hidden from us as a subconscious. But what I'm getting here is, with this 12th house, you got the Two of fucking Swords. You're blocking out anything negative. Okay? You're finding peace with that shadow side of yourself. You know, that being paralyzed by fear. You are fucking on it. You're conquering this. You got this, Sagittarius. You've got this. And you're saying no to fear. You're saying no to negativity. I love it. I fucking love it. Yeah. Oh, they want me to highlight one more thing here before I get a couple other oracle cards. They want to say that this little fling or this little booty call, you're blocking it out from the public. I'm feeling like it is secret, is like your secret and their secret. Take it as it resonates. Could it be that your person has somebody else, that they're not happy in their situation, and that's why you're trying to resist engaging with them? Perhaps. But shit happens sometimes. Just saying. That was a little bit of a side note. Okay. So, they want me to get a couple oracle cards here for ya. And then we call this a read. Okay, funny we got a bear in here. You know, you had the bear before that I identified as your boss. Here it is again. And here it is as the leg up. You know, whoever is, or this could have been a bully that you worked with or whatever. Whoever you thought was the bully, you're going to have a leg up on them this month. And that is a number 34, which is a 7, corresponds to the Chariot card. So this is you being extremely focused to advance yourself. And you are, whoever this was, they're going to be eating your fucking dust. You're leaving them behind. You are advancing forward. Very focused. Very driven. Okay? And success. I'm hearing, they're showing me a movie now. Okay? You know, yesterday I was hearing songs, damn, and I was thinking Bubba Jolie was rubbing off on me too much. Now they're showing me a movie. All is fair in love and war. And it's not the movie itself. I see it playing. It's the title. They're emphasizing all is fair in love and war. Take that as it resonates, whoever that was for. Don't mean to steal Bubba Jolie's saying, but Spirit's saying this to me. You know, you may have just watched that movie, or you may be watching that movie soon. They're highlighting it because there might be a message in that movie. So you may want to look it up on Netflix or something, because I feel that there is a message in that movie for you. Okay? Breathe. So, they're telling me to stop. So they're showing me you're finally going to be able to breathe. You're getting that break that you so much needed. So, this is what we have coming up in April, this month. And I am just going to go ahead and leave your reading there, Sagittarius. Again, I thank you so much for all your likes, shares, and subscribes, and your wonderful energy and all your love. Okay? And I will see you in the next video. And until then, I love you all, and blessed be.